Bonjour, ça va bien et bienvenue à la classe Mon animal préféré. So you're all very welcome today to the first lesson this week, which is my favorite animal. Alors, pour commencer, écrivez le titre Mon animal préféré et soulignez. So write down the title, my favorite animal, and underline it et écrivez la date aussi and write down the date for today. What we're going to be doing this week is we're going to be looking at farm animals and we're going to be describing them. So we're going to be looking at adjectives and we're going to be writing a little bit about animals that we see on the farm. Alors, traduisez les phrases, s'il vous plaît. So I want you first of all to translate the sentences that you've got here. So you've 4 of them to translate. Pause the video while you're doing this task. Alors, on va corriger maintenant. J'ai visité le parc safari samedi dernier. So that was I visited the safari park last Saturday. C'était génial. It was great. I saw a ferocious tiger. J'ai vu un tigre féroce. I did not see the monkey. Je n'ai pas vu le singe. Combien de points est-ce que tu as? So how many points did you get out of 4? If there's any that you didn't get right, please write the answer down in your book. You can pause the video while you're doing that. Alors, on va continuer. Relier les animaux avec les images. So we have lots of lovely farm animals on the screen. And I want you to see, can you match the picture to the animal? Okay? So match the picture to the animal. Pause while you're doing this. Okay, so we're going to go through the answers now, and I'm going to bring up the pictures of the animals, and you can correct your work and see how many you got right. So, à la ferme, il y a. So what does that mean? Qu'est-ce que c'est? At the farm, there is un canard, a duck. Écoutez et répétez, un canard. Un cochon, un mouton, a sheep, un cheval, a horse, un âne, a donkey, une vache, a cow, une poule, a chicken, un chien, a dog, une oie, a goose, un chat, a cat. Now, I want you to see, combien pouvez-vous rappeler? How many of the animals can you remember? Let's see. So pause the video while you see how many you can call out. Alors, voilà. Écoutez et répétez. So let's listen and repeat again. Un canard, un cochon, un mouton, un cheval, un âne, une vache, une poule, un chien, une oie, un chat. Alors, c'est très bien. How many of those are feminine? Have a little look. So it's the ones that are in red that are feminine. So, une vache, une poule et une oie. C'est très bien. On va continuer. So, any ones that you didn't get in your book, make sure that you have them written in French and in English. Merci. Alors, on va voir le grammaire pour aujourd'hui. So let's look at our grammar for this week, and we're looking at plurals. So first of all, can you remember the rule for making nouns and adjectives plural? What was the rule that we had? Okay, let's look at nouns first of all. So we usually add an S to make a noun plural. So let's look at our examples. Les chiens, the dogs, we've added an S. We have an exception though, and that's the horse, un cheval. But in plural, we say les chevaux. Please write that down in your book. That's really important, with an X. Now let's look at the adjectives. What about the adjectives? What do? We add an S. Well done if you got that right. So the rule with adjectives is that they must agree in number and gender with the noun. So if your noun is in plural, then your adjective has to be plural. If your noun is feminine, then your adjective has to be feminine. Let's look at the examples. Les tigres sont effrayants. The tigers are scary. So effrayant has an S on the end. Les tortues sont lentes. So remember, tortue was feminine. It's une tortue. Lente, we have to add an E because it's feminine, and then we have to add the S on because it's plural. Okay, so the turtles are slow. So we're going to look at a little video now about adjectives. Okay.
Adjectives. How to describe people, places, and things in French. You're going to want to describe nouns in French. J'ai un chien, I have a dog, is nice. But j'ai un chien mignon, I have a cute dog, is better. The first thing to notice is that adjectives in French usually go after the noun. J'ai une porte verte, I have a green door. The next thing to notice is that adjectives must agree with the noun. Une porte is a feminine noun, which means that the adjective vert has a feminine ending, E. If you have more than one of something, like deux lapins blancs, two white rabbits, lapin is plural, which means that the adjective has to be plural too. Blanc has an S at the end. If you have more than one girl, les filles, then any adjective has to be feminine and plural. So content adds an E and an S. Les filles contentes, the happy girls. Usually, adjectives in French come after the noun, but there are a few that don't. Beau, beautiful, comes before the noun. Bon, good, un bon livre, a good book. And grand and petit also go before the noun. Ma petite sœur, my little sister. Mon grand lit, my big bed. Now, where's my cute black dog? Où est mon chien mignon et noir?
C'est très joli. That's such a nice little video. Okay, so please make sure that you've written that grammar rule in your book. If you need to pause the recording to do so, just do that and make sure you've included the examples. Alors, maintenant, on va continuer on va pratiquer. So, écrire les pluriels ici. So what I want you to do is write the animals in the plural. Okay, so can you make sure that you, how many can you remember? You have them already in the singular, so write them in the plural now. Pause while you're doing this. Okay, correct your work. Des canards, des cochons, des moutons, des chevaux. Did you get that one correct? That was the exception. Des hommes, des vaches, des poules. Oh, there's an S missing here. There should be an S here. Des chiens, des oies et des chats. Okay, so make sure that you have those written down in the plural. Remember, there should be an S here as well. Alors, c'est très bien. Pour finir, on va écrire. So let's write some sentences in the plural. Now, let's have a little look. Let's have a little look. So, for example, à la ferme, j'ai vu des chats magnifiques. So it's written for you here in the singular, first of all, un chat magnifique. À la ferme, what are we saying? We're saying at the farm, j'ai vu. Remember, we had that last week. I saw. So at the farm, I saw some magnificent cats. I saw some amazing cats, or I saw some magnificent cats. Now, I want you to add, it says a challenge, but I want you all to do this. Add a little opinion to it as well. So, à la ferme, j'ai vu des chats magnifiques. C'était super. It was super. C'était fantastique. It was fantastic. C'était génial. It was amazing. C'était nul. It was terrible. Okay, so pause the video, complete the task, please. 5 more sentences in plural. Remember, please, to write à la ferme, j'ai vu before each of your sentences. We're going to correct these sentences at the start of our next lesson. Okay, merci beaucoup tout le monde. Au revoir, à bientôt. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next lesson.